Here is how to spot an INTJ personality type immediately. Number 1. Analytical conversations. One of the most distinctive features of an INTJ is their preference for engaging in conversations of an analytical and intellectual nature. When you find yourself in a conversation with an INTJ, you're likely to notice several key aspects. Complex problem solving. INTJs gravitate toward complex problems and challenges. They enjoy dissecting intricate issues, breaking them down into smaller components, and thoroughly analyzing each aspect. Their conversations often revolve around finding innovative and effective solutions to these problems. In-depth exploration. INTJs have a natural curiosity that drives them to explore topics in depth. They don't just skim the surface, they delve deep into subjects they find interesting. As a result, their conversations are rich in content, with a focus on exploring the nuances and complexities of a given topic. Strategic thinking. INTJs are strategic thinkers by nature. In conversations, they often demonstrate their ability to foresee potential outcomes, devise long-term plans, and discuss strategic approaches to various situations. Their forward-thinking mindset is evident as they consider the consequences of different actions. Challenging assumptions. INTJs are not afraid to challenge assumptions or conventional wisdom. They possess a critical mindset and often question ideas and beliefs, encouraging thought-provoking discussions. They seek to understand the reasoning behind assertions and may engage in debates to uncover the truth. Intellectual engagement. INTJs are drawn to intellectually stimulating conversations. They appreciate discussions that require critical thinking, logical reasoning, and the exploration of new ideas. These individuals are often passionate about sharing knowledge and learning from others who can match their intellectual intensity. Problem-oriented discussions. Whether it's a real-world problem, a hypothetical scenario, or an abstract concept, INTJs enjoy problem-oriented discussions. They are driven by a desire to identify the root causes of issues and work toward effective solutions, and their conversations frequently reflect this problem-solving orientation. Clarity and precision. INTJs value clear and precise communication. Their conversations are typically marked by straightforwardness and a focus on conveying their thoughts and ideas with utmost clarity. They often appreciate similar clarity in the responses they receive from others. Number 2. Reserved social presence. When trying to spot an INTJ in a social setting, their reserved social presence is often one of the most noticeable traits. Here's a deeper look into what this means. Introverted nature. INTJs are generally introverted individuals. This means that social interactions can be draining for them, particularly in large or noisy gatherings. Consequently, they may prefer quieter, more intimate settings or one-on-one conversations where they can engage more deeply with others. Observant and thoughtful. INTJs are natural observers. When you find them in social situations, they are often the ones quietly taking in their surroundings and carefully considering the conversations around them. This reserved demeanor allows them to process information and make thoughtful contributions when they do choose to engage. Selective social engagement. INTJs tend to be selective in their social interactions. They value quality over quantity when it comes to friendships and relationships. Instead of spreading themselves thin across a wide circle of acquaintances, they prefer to cultivate deep, meaningful connections with a select few individuals who share their values and interests. Avoidance of small talk. You're unlikely to find an INTJ engaged in trivial small talk. They have little patience for surface-level conversations that lack substance. Instead, they prefer conversations that delve into meaningful topics, whether that's discussing ideas, sharing insights, or exploring thought-provoking subjects. Focused on listening. INTJs are excellent listeners. While they may not always be the most talkative in a group, when they do contribute to a conversation, it's often well thought out and insightful. They listen attentively to others and make an effort to truly understand their viewpoints before responding. Preference for purposeful socializing. When INTJs choose to participate in social activities, they often prefer those with a clear purpose or shared interest. Activities like intellectual discussions, professional networking events, or gatherings centered around a particular hobby or cause are more likely to attract their participation. Respect for boundaries. INTJs respect their own need for personal space and boundaries, and they often extend this respect to others. They understand the value of giving people room to think and recharge, and they appreciate when others do the same for them. Number 3. Independent decision-making. INTJs are known for their strong inclination toward making decisions independently. This characteristic reflects their self-reliant and autonomous nature. Here's a deeper look into their independent decision-making process. Trust in their own judgment. INTJs have a high degree of confidence in their own judgment and abilities. They believe in their capacity to assess situations, gather information, and arrive at well-informed decisions. This trust in themselves often results from their analytical thinking and their track record of making sound choices. Autonomous thinkers. INTJs are autonomous thinkers who are not easily swayed by external opinions or pressures. While they value input from others and may seek out diverse perspectives, they ultimately make decisions based on their own analysis and convictions. This independence of thought is a hallmark of their personality, comfortable going against the grain. INTJs are comfortable with the idea of going against the grain when they believe it is necessary. They are not swayed by popular opinion or societal norms if they deem those norms to be illogical or ineffective. This willingness to challenge the status quo is a reflection of their independent thinking. Ownership of consequences. INTJs take full ownership of the consequences of their decisions, whether positive or negative. They are not inclined to shift blame onto others if things don't go as planned. Instead, they see each decision as a learning opportunity and are prepared to adapt and evolve based on the outcomes. Leadership and initiative. Their independent decision-making skills often make INTJs natural leaders and initiators. They are not afraid to take the lead, make tough choices, and chart a course even in uncertain situations. Their decisive and self-assuredness inspire confidence in others. Consultation for information. While INTJs tend to make decisions independently, they are not closed off to seeking information or advice when necessary. They may consult experts, gather data, or engage in decisions to ensure they have a well-rounded understanding of the matter at hand. However, this information gathering process ultimately informs their independent decision. Alignment with personal values. INTJs make decisions that align with their personal values, principles, and long-term goals. Their decisions are driven by a desire for authenticity and a commitment to living in accordance with their own ethical framework. If you're loving our content, consider becoming a channel member. As a member, you'll have the power to help choose which video topics we cover, receive exclusive badges to showcase your support, and enjoy priority in our responses to your comments. Number 4. Direct communication. INTJs are known for their preference for clear, direct, and concise communication. This communication style reflects their independent thinking and their desire for efficient and effective interactions. Here's a more detailed exploration of this trait. Clarity as a priority. For INTJs, clarity is paramount in communication. They believe that effective communication requires a clear and unambiguous exchange of information. When they express their thoughts or ideas, they make a concise effort to articulate them in a way that leaves little room for misinterpretation. No room for ambiguity. INTJs have little tolerance for ambiguity or vagueness in conversations. They aim to eliminate any potential confusion by getting straight to the point. This approach is driven by their preference for precision and their desire to avoid misunderstandings. Efficiency in communication. INTJs value efficiency in all aspects of life, including communication. They see no reason to waste time on lengthy explanations or unnecessary elaborations. Instead, they get to the heart of the matter quickly, allowing conversations to progress more efficiently. Objective communication. INTJs prioritize objectivity in their communication. They strive to convey information and ideas based on facts, logic, and evidence rather than emotional or subjective considerations. This objective approach aligns with their analytical thinking style. Direct feedback. In professional and personal settings, INTJs are often direct in their feedback. They believe that honest and straightforward feedback is essential for growth and improvement. While their feedback may be constructive, it is typically devoid of unnecessary sugarcoating or euphemisms. Questioning for clarity. When INTJs encounter information or statements that are unclear or lacking in detail, they are not hesitant to ask questions for clarification. They believe that seeking clarity is an essential part of effective communication and decision-making. These videos will be really helpful for you.